Welcome to Earthly Reads, a My Cup of Earth production. December 2023, the 30th of April 2026. Write a warm, imaginative, soothing children's bedtime story of at least 1,000 words. Make it magical, gentle, and calming. Avoid anything scary or intense. Use friendly characters, nature themes, and soft descriptions. Begin the story now. In the heart of a lush meadow, where wildflowers swayed gently in the breeze like ballerinas dancing to an invisible rhythm, there lived a little rabbit named Rosie. She was known throughout the meadow as the wisest and kindest rabbit in all the land. Her fur was a rich shade of honey brown, and her eyes sparkled with kindness, shining like stars on a clear night sky. Rosie spent her days exploring the meadow, discovering hidden corners and secret paths that few others knew existed. She loved nothing more than gathering wildflowers for her mother, a lovely bunny named Luna, who taught her how to identify each bloom, their unique colors, scents, and textures. Together they would wander through fields of sunflowers, lavender, and daisies, collecting flowers for souvenirs to adorn Luna's cozy burrow. One evening, as the sun began to set behind the tall trees, casting a warm orange glow across the landscape, Rosie decided to visit her dear friend, a wise old owl named Orion. He perched upon a nearby branch, watching over the meadow with his big round glasses perched on the end of his beak. "Good night, little one," Orion hooted softly. "I see you're out looking for something." "Yes, Sir Orion," Rosie replied, hurrying towards him. "I heard about a magical spring hidden deep within the forest, where the water flows with glittering dewdrops and the air is sweet with the scent of honeysuckle. I must find it." Quote. Orion chuckled, shaking his feathers. "Ah, that's no ordinary spring, my dear Rosie. It's guarded by a kind creature, a wise badger named Bertha, who tends it with love and care. But don't worry, I'll give you some advice on how to find it." Together, Rosie and Orion set off into the forest, following the winding path that led them deeper into the woods. The trees grew taller and closer together here, casting dappled shadows on the ground below. As they walked, the rustling leaves sounded like laughter, and Rosie felt a sense of wonder wash over her. Suddenly, they stumbled upon a clearing, filled with sparkling crystal-clear waters. In the center of this pool, a delicate, feathery fountain bubbled up from the earth, releasing tiny droplets into the air, which floated gently upwards like tears from a happy heart. As they approached the edge of the pool, they spotted a small badger peeking out from beneath a nearby rock. Bertha looked at them with her bright, shining eyes and smiled kindly. "Welcome, young ones. Come, let me show you the way to your special spring." Bertha beckoned them along the winding path around the clearing, pointing out hidden features and explaining the magic of the place. Rosie listened carefully, asking questions whenever she needed clarification, while Orion hovered above, offering helpful hints and guidance. They wandered deeper, passing alongside clusters of water lilies floating on the surface, their white blooms glowing softly like lanterns. At last, Bertha stopped before a beautiful stone bench, covered with dried flowers and herbs. "This is the perfect spot for rest and rejuvenation," she said. "Come, sit down, and drink from the water. But remember to respect its power. Every drop contains a piece of our world's ancient wisdom." As they sat among the flowers, the warmth spread through Rosie's body, filling her with peace. She closed her eyes, listening to the sounds of the forest, feeling the beat of her own heart matching the heartbeat of the spring. The next morning, Rosie woke up early, eager to share her new understanding with her friends. When she ran back to tell Luna, they met Bertha, who was busy tending the garden outside the burrow. "Luna, have you noticed the changes?" Rosie asked excitedly, showing Bertha the spring. It seems so peaceful now. Quote, Luna smiled warmly. Yes, I did notice. And thank you, Rosie, for bringing back the knowledge of its healing properties and beauty. Together, the three friends explored other secrets of the meadow. Under the full moon, they discovered a hidden glade, lit by a blanket of twinkling fireflies that danced in sync with the stars. Among the sparks, they found a treasure chest made of natural materials, adorned with intricate patterns woven by the creatures of the forest. They opened the chest together, revealing a collection of books written in shimmering ink and symbols created by bees and butterflies. There were stories of creation myths, ancient songs of the wind, and poems of love. Their collective dreams whispered tales of the interconnectedness of all living things and the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. As they read and shared these stories, the meadow came alive with the resonance of unity. From that night on, Rosie carried the lessons from the magical spring and Bertha's tale with her, spreading love and acceptance throughout the meadow. Every day, when people passed through, Rosie would greet them, bearing gifts of fresh-cut wildflowers and a message. May the peace of the heart grow within us all. Years went by, and Rosie continued to explore, sharing her discoveries with friends and family. One winter afternoon, during a particularly cold spell, a traveler lost in the meadow sought refuge under the shelter of a tree. A young fox named Finn approached Rosie, sniffing the wind with curiosity. What do you say? Can we wait until spring arrives to return to our homes? Quote, Rosie hesitated for a moment, then replied quietly, maybe someday soon, but right now, I'm content just being near Bertha, sleeping soundly, surrounded by wonders. The meadows hold much joy and love within them, even if it feels safe to be alone sometimes. Finn understood the kindness in those words and respected her decision. Eventually, he left, returning home with a newfound appreciation for solitude and the connection between himself and the vast, untamed world. And so, in the quiet moments of the meadow, when darkness gathered and the wind rustled through the grasses, Rosie remained beside the magical spring, sharing whispers with Bertha, drinking the water, and smiling softly into the night sky. And so, under the gentle glow of the night sky, every heart felt calm and safe as dreams carried them away. They lived happily ever after. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.